Hi guys, Yamari from Namaste and Slay. And today I'm going to use two of my favorite tools for self-exploration and healing to help guide you on what you can do in order to step into your power for 2020. So today I'm going to be using a combination of tarot and some beautiful healing stones sent to me by Crystal Hideaway in order to help give you a little bit more clarity on what's going on in your situation and provide you with some guidance. So before I tell you what these crystals are intended for, I want you to take a moment to take a look at each of the stones that I'm about to show you on screen in a second and pick one that you feel most drawn by and most guided to. So the first one is the blue calcite chunk. The second is a clear quartz cluster. And the third is a fluorite palm stone. So hopefully you had a chance to pick the stone that you felt resonated the most with you. And if you were interested in the first one, which is the blue calcite chunk, this is a stone that provides balance. So if you've been feeling a little bit off balance lately, your emotions are a little bit all over the place, you feel like you even your thoughts, because I'm actually seeing, it's funny, it's almost like I was seeing in my mind's eye right now when I was thinking about this, someone's thoughts jumping all over the place. If that's how you've been feeling, like you're having a hard time grounding your emotions, grounding your thoughts, then this stone might be a good one for you. And if that resonates with you, I'm going to go ahead and pull 3 cards to help give you a little bit more insight and clarity into what you can do in order to step into your power in 2020. So, and by the way, I'm focusing on 2020 because it's pretty close to the end of the year already. It's November 30th today, but that said, quite honestly, whether you're seeing this after, after this date, or whether you're seeing this today, this is about just taking the advice so that you can start taking the actions necessary to step into your power period. You don't have to wait until 2020 in order to do so. So for those of you who pick the blue calcite chunk, what is it that they need to hear in order to step into their power? What is the universe asking them to do in order to step into the power for 2020? Okay. Whoa, okay. I'll show you the cards in a second, guys. How can the blue calcite pile? Okay, that's a lot of cards. 1 card, please. Thank you. We'll take those 2. All right, what can you do to step into your power for 2020? Cards of advice. All right, guys. So this is actually beautiful. So for those of you who picked this pile, the pile that calls for, it's interesting, right? Because if you were drawn to this, we were talking about bringing balance, and me feeling like whoever was drawn to this, their emotions were off balance or their mind was all over the place. And that's very interesting because we have the 9 of Wands energy here. And so this person, if you resonated with this pile, you guys have, wow, 2019 has felt, and maybe even the past few years, but definitely 2019 has felt like you have gone through it. You have gone through some kind of war, several battles, and you're like, shit, like I'm barely made it out of this thing alive. Like I'm all bandaged and shit. I'm struggling here. But the good news, guys, is that you are birthing a new age. You have the Wheel of Fortune energy here. So all of this is coming to an end. The wheels are about to turn for you. Whatever it is that you've been trying to manifest, whatever seeds you have planted are going to be ready to harvest in 2020. So what does that require you to do though? It requires you to go within. So with the Hermit card here, this is about reflecting on these hardships, these lessons that you've learned in 2019. And instead of looking back at them with sadness, with sorrow about like, damn, like this was just a really fucking rough year, looking at it and analyzing it from an observer's view. The Hermit is very wise. He's very in tune. He's very aware. So the Hermit is someone that goes into withdrawal, but it's a self-imposed withdrawal, right? They go in to reflect. So in order for you to step into your power for 2020, what the universe wants you to do is look back at 2019. Look at everything you've been through. Look at how far you've come. Anything that you still feel resentful towards, I recommend doing a journaling process where you look at it and try to understand, okay, well, write down everything you went through in that situation, how it made you feel, and what it is that you could take away from it as a lesson, how it helped you grow for 2020. So that's really the message for you guys is, there's a lot of messages of hope here. You are birthing a new age. You're bringing your manifestations into this 3D reality. You're creating the world that you want. You're creating the life that you want. The worst is over. That said, it's in order for you to step into your power, the universe wants to make sure that you don't have to relive these experiences, that you don't have to relive these lessons. So make sure that you look back at this year and have a clear understanding of what it is, who it is that you've become, and what it is that you can take away from it in order to be the best version of you for 2020. So very short and sweet, guys. Hope that was helpful. And if that resonated with you and you'd like a personal reading, or you would like me to Reiki charge some stones for you, if this really resonated with you and you feel like, I really need some peace and balance in my life, just send me a DM, comment below, and I'd be happy to send you a Reiki charged blue calcite stone. Okay. So the next pile, I believe we said was the clear quartz, right, guys? So for the clear quartz cluster, so clear quartz, honestly, this is one of the most used stones in healing. This is one of my go-to stones, just because clear quartz, you pretty much can charge with whatever intention and energy you want to. So I use a lot of these for full moon rituals, new moon rituals, whether that's crystal baths or using them in scrubs and stuff like that. So yeah, clear quartz is kind of one of those basic foundationals. Like if you are new to crystals, this is one of those that belongs in your Crystal 101 kit, because you can literally charge it with whatever intention you want, whether it's to bring you, whether it is to help you with healing. It's funny, I'm getting like heart chakra. So whether you wanted to help heal your heart chakra and help you be more open to love and relationships, whether you want to use it to like bring more courage and strength into your life, you literally can charge this with whatever energy that you want. And if you'd like advice on how to do that, feel free to DM me or comment below, and I'd be happy to send you some resources on how to do that. So if this stone is appealing to you, it's actually a great stone that you can use in meditation as well, by the way, again, because you can set any intentions with it. I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards to understand what you can do to step into your power for 2020. So for those who pick the clear quartz, what can you do to step into your power for 2020? What can you do to step into your power? What can you do to step into their power? Keep on saying for 2020, huh? In 2020. Wow. That card fell on the floor. I'll grab it in a second. What can this person do to step into their power in 2020? What can this person do to step into their power? 2020. Oh, Jesus. All right. That's interesting. So this fell. Should I keep it in the reverse? I'm hearing yes. We're going to keep the card in the reverse. Wow. Okay. I'm just saying wow, guys, because there's some heavy ass energy in this this spread. A little less light. Maybe that's why you guys picked the clear quartz stone protection. Wow. Okay. So for those who picked the clear quartz pile number 2, what can you do to step into your power for 2020? Well, guys, this is about you nurturing yourself. So the Queen of Pentacles came up in reverse. The Queen of Pentacles are upright. She's very stable. She's very nurturing. She's very caring. And what I'm getting here is that you are completely off balance. You're not taking good care of yourself. There's also some sneakiness going on here in regards to a love situation. We've got the 7 of Swords, we've got the Lover's card, and we've got the 10 of Swords here. So, oh, I understand. Got it. Okay. Okay, so pile number 2. Remember I said heart chakra? Now I understand why. For pile number 2, I'm feeling that you're healing from a heartbreak. You were stabbed in the back by someone who you thought was a soulmate, and they potentially were, could have been a karmic. You've been stabbed in the back. You've been betrayed. This person was being very, very sneaky with you. You gave them all of your love, all of your time, all of your energy, all of your resources, and now you're feeling depleted and unstable. And so in order for you to step into your power, you have the protection card here. It's asking you to call back your power, cut the cords, and soul retrieval. So for you, I do recommend a cord cutting ceremony of sorts. If you need help with that, I can also help you with that. I can send you some information on how to do your own cord cutting ceremony. This person, I'm getting, they were looking out for themselves, point blank. They were looking out for themselves. Let me see what else I can get here. I know that I didn't really clarify for the others, but for the other deck, but it was just pretty straightforward. What is this person? Okay. Yeah, there was a lot of, wow. Guys, I'm so sorry. So there was a lot of fighting. Like, you really fought for this connection. But this person was just very defensive. This person was very defensive. They weren't willing to open up their heart. Or maybe you were defensive and you weren't willing to open up your heart. So it lets you, essentially, it's almost like you could have caused your own heartbreak. Again, this is a general reading, so the energies can be flipped. So take it how it resonates for you. So either you were being sneaky and deceptive in order to try to protect yourself because you were scared of getting hurt, and that led to heartbreak because this person was just like, fuck this, I'm out. I'm tired of these games that you're playing. I'm tired of the constant bickering. I'm tired of you not trusting me. Maybe you were being very defensive. There was constant arguing and bickering. Like, I'm getting bickering. So 5 is not necessarily an energy of like, the 5 of Wands isn't super heavy. It's more like petty fighting, right? So there was a lot of petty fighting, petty arguments, and like, because of that, the situation, it was like, it was done. That's it. Like, I'm done. I'm out. And if you're not out yet, what the universe is saying is it's time to walk away. It's time to walk away from this energy, cut the cords from this energy, cut the cords with this energy, cut the cords from this person, so you can move forward in your life, because they're really holding you back. And when I say that, guys, I don't mean that the person itself is holding you back. It's the energy that comes up as a result of your lack of healing or their lack of healing that causes a lot of disruption in this connection and has caused a lot of heartbreak. Because the 10 of Swords energy, that's painful. It comes after, I believe, the 9 of Swords, that if I had it right in my head, that's like the person, well, even if I'm wrong about the 9 of Swords in my head, what I'm seeing is the card, which I think is the 9 of Swords, the person sitting on the bed crying. So that comes after, like, there's a lot of like staying up at night, crying, just feeling very confused about this connection, depressed. So you got to let this go. In order for you to step into your power in 2020, you need to let that energy go. Anyone causing you to feel this way, even if it's not them, right? Even if it's your own insecurities that is causing that energy to transpire in the relationship, you need to let go of them to make space for your healing so you can step into your power for 2020. In 2020. Why do I keep on saying for 2020? God, grammar, guys. Okay. Well, thank you so much for those of you who picked pile number 2, the clear quartz. And I'm jumping on to, what was the last one? Fluorite. Fluorite. Jumping on to fluorite. Oh, wow. I just realized I did not put these cards back in the deck. It's okay, though. Because they just weren't meant to be in the deck. All right. And I'm sorry if the shuffling is super loud. Again, for those who just watched pile number 2, if you want me to charge any crystals for you based on your intentions and the healing that you want to bring so that you can step into your power in 2020, or send you some cord cutting stuff, please DM me or comment below and I'll be happy to send that your way. So now for those of you who picked, where is my fluorite stone? Fluorite, okay. Fluorite, this stone promotes peace and calmness. Peace and calmness. And since it, I mean, I'm still learning a lot about my stones, guys. It's interesting, right? Because in my life coaching services and in my life coaching and healing services, I'm really guided to work with stones, but I don't necessarily always know what all the stones do. And sometimes I'm guided to use stones that I've never even used before, and I have to like Google it, and I'm like, oh, that makes sense. But I'm assuming, the reason why I say that is I'm assuming because of the purple color here too, that this is a great stone, and the white. This is a great stone for balancing the third eye. And it's funny, I'm hearing heart chakra. I don't know if that's true. So if any of you guys are stone experts out there, let me know. If the folks from Crystal Hideaway are watching, since they were gracious enough to send me these beautiful stones, let me know. But third eye, crown, but this is definitely peace and calmness, peace and calmness. Which makes sense, actually, third eye and crown, because if your third eye and crown are off balance, then you're not going to be seeing things clearly. You're going to be overthinking the hell out of situations, right? So if this stone kind of jumped out to you earlier when I was asking you to pick, and that resonates with you, I'm going to pull some cards to help you understand how you can get out of your own way and step into your power in 2020. All right, so those who picked the fluorite. Oh, okay. Those who picked the fluorite. Those who picked the fluorite. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, guys. So for this pile, it's interesting. The last pile was more about love. This feels more about career. Yeah, this definitely feels more like a career pile for me. So some of you are still at a job or in a career that's not fulfilling you. I'll explain where I'm getting that energy from in a moment. It's not fulfilling you. It's become very burdensome. That with the 10 of Wands here, it's you feel like you're carrying the weight of the world when it comes to your career. You are coming into a place of stability and balance. But whatever it is that you've been focused on so far in terms of your career, your vocation, and the reason why I'm using the term vocation is because for all of you guys, it's not a traditional 9-to-5 situation. It's for some of you guys, it's you are ready to step into your entrepreneurial journey, or you've been trying to step into that journey, but it's been very burdensome for you. You're tired, you're exhausted, you've been working long hours. And the good news is with the Page of Pentacles here, you are about to see the beginning stages of whatever it is that you're trying to manifest in terms of your finances and career. So there's an opportunity that's about to come your way that is in complete alignment with the life that you desire, something that's more fulfilling for you, something that makes you feel more balanced, more stable. Huh, there goes that word, right? Peace and calmness, balance is stable. So, with the align your life though here, what is no longer in alignment with who you truly are? The what you need to do in order to step into your power for 2020 in 2020. Why do I keep saying for 2020, guys? Whatever, you know what I mean, right? So I'm not perfect. Thank you for not mocking me for not being able to use correct grammar right now. But what do you need to do in order to step into your power in 2020? For many of you, it's going to be leaving a certain job, career, and previous vocation behind, and taking that leap of faith and going after your dreams. What is it that you really want to do with your life? If all of your expenses were covered and you could do anything, what would that be? Start there and then find a way to monetize it, right? So if your home was covered, your shelter, everything was covered for you, right? And you could do anything. And the answer that comes to mind for you is like, you know what, I would help people. Okay, well, what are some ways that you can monetize helping people? That can look like so many different things, right? It can look like life coaching and energy healing, which is what I do. Or it can look like working at a hospital. It could look like anything, really, right? There's so many different, being a teacher, there's so many different ways that you can help people. Um, so yeah, so for many of you, it's going to be leaving behind a job, a career that's not fulfilling anymore, and stepping into something that is way more in alignment with what truly makes you happy and who you truly are. For a very small percentage of you, again, I do feel like this is career focus, but for a very small percentage of you, it is leaving behind a previous commitment, a previous partnership, a previous marriage that is no longer. So, and let me emphasize here, I'm not talking about like a boyfriend. If that's you listening to this, then it's probably more the career messages. Take what resonates with you. But what I'm getting here is that for a very small percentage of you, it's you've either been in a very long-term relationship that it's kind of like a marriage because you've lived with that person, like you've cohabitated, you've been with them for so long, or you have been married. There's because the Three of Pentacles is contractual agreements, right? um so either it's like a marriage or you were married to this person. For some of you, it's that's been a burden. That is no longer in alignment with who you truly are. You guys have outgrown each other, and it's time to let that relationship go. So what do you need to do in order to step into your power for 2020? In 2020, Jesus. To step into your power in 2020, you need to leave behind. All of a sudden, I can't speak, guys. So clearly, this is tough for you. This is going to be tough for you. A lot of you probably even get nervous at the thought of having that conversation, right? But you're going to have to leave behind that person that is just, it's blocking the, sorry, I'm jumping all over the place, but it's like when we stay in situations that we have outgrown, it blocks whatever the abundance the universe is trying to bring in. So whether it's that relationship, that long-term committed relationship that no longer serves you, for some of you, that's an engagement someone you've been engaged with for a long time, for others, it's a marriage, something where there's some kind of agreement, or that's a career. You need to leave that behind to make room for this new opportunity that's trying to make its way in 2020. Again, guys, hope you enjoyed this pick a stone, pick a pile reading. I hope that it brought you clarity in regards to what you need to do to step into your power in 2020. Again, if you need any help stepping into your power, I provide a combination of life coaching and energy healing services that I can offer you to help you with that process. I can also Reiki charge some stones for you to use along your healing journey if any of these resonated with you. Or if you want to do a separate crystal reading with me, to see what stones come up for you specifically, and we can have them Reiki charged for you in order to serve whatever purpose you need for your healing journey. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. And until next time, namaste.